Yeah, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel. This is kingsfx to the right here. So in this video I'm going to be sharing with you how you can actually scalp, okay, and also catch spike at the same time. So this is just an exceptional video. It's not just going to be picking 2 candles or 3 candles or 5 candles or 20 candles. No, this one is going to be you scalping, but you are still going to be holding your trade for up to 10, 20 or even 30 minutes. Okay, some opportunities you can hold it as long as the trade keep running in your favor. All right, so and it's very simple. We are going to be using these indicators here just for confirmation and also for our signals. Okay, so if you look closely, you are going to see I have boom 500 on. This strategy actually works on any of the boom and crash. Okay, you can do it on boom 500, 1000, boom 300, also crash 500, 1000, all of the boom and crash. Okay, you can actually use this strategy. Okay, and it's very simple guys, it's very simple. So basically what you need in this strategy is that if you see, you can I zoomed in completely right now. So the strategy works when you zoom out completely. Okay, you need to zoom out. Okay, so I'm in. So what I need to do is to zoom out. Okay, you can see I've zoomed out. This is how your chart should look like. Okay, this is how your chart should look like. So it's a very simple strategy. You can scalp with this strategy and you can catch spikes on with this strategy. Spikes, not just one spike, but spikes, guys. And I have everything for you: how to confirm your entry, and how to make entry, possibly how to take your TP, okay, and your stop loss level. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm going to be sharing with you in this strategy. So if you are new to my channel, you know how we do it. Destroy that like button for me and also subscribe to this channel. Okay, subscribe. Leave a comment about how you feel watching this video, okay, towards the end of this video. All right, so I'm going to dive into it. First, let me share the setup with you, okay, so that even though maybe you can set up and follow me as well. All right, so now the setup is very simple. I'm using kind of have some indicators here, like 4 indicators. Okay, so the first indicator we are going to be putting in is this Ishimoku. Okay, so that's the first indicator we are going to be using. All right, so once you click on this plus icon, you are going to add your Ishimoku. Okay, so the setup is very simple by default. Okay, the setup is by default. Okay, so maybe if you have been using Ichimoku and you have reset your indicators several times and you don't know how to bring it back by default, all you need to do is to click on this icon here, set to default. Okay, the one down. Okay, set to default. Just click on it and it will reset. Okay, you can see it's now by default. Okay, it's now by default. So all you need to do once you see it back to default, just come here and change these 2 colors. Okay, these 2 colors, change it to your background color. So if you look, I'm using a white background, so I just need to change this particular color to white. Okay, because I'm using white. So if you are using a dark background, you change it to black. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm going to do now. So I will change this to white, change the second one to white also. So I'm done with this indicator setup on the main window. Okay, so this is the setup I need, okay, for this main chart. So the second indicator I'm going to add will be on indicator window 1, okay, which is the second window right here. So I'm going to be adding all these indicators. Okay, so now the first one is stochastic. Okay, stochastic is still by default. Okay, so you still need to come here. If you don't have your own as default, you come down here, reset it as default. Okay, just click on it, it will appear as default. So once you see it as default, the only thing you have to do also is to change the color of this to your background color too. Okay, so I will go ahead to change it to white. So I will change this to white, change this one also to white. Okay, so the only thing you are going to also change here is the levels. Okay, we have level 20 and 80 here by default, so we are going to change it to level, I'm going to change it to level, sorry, I have to delete this. This is the only one I want to change. So we're going to change it to level 30, and here we change it to 70. Okay, then we change the color to dark and increase the pixels to 4 pixels. Okay, so now you can see I've set up my stochastic. Okay, and I'll click on done. That's all I need. The last but not the least is our envelope. Okay, our envelopes, the first is going to be period 14. Okay, we have the period 14 right here. Then deviation, we have 0.100. Then we have method is simple, apply to close. Then the color is blue and red. You can change it to any color of your choice. Okay, but I decided to use blue and red. Okay, so now I have the indicator set up, I have everything ready. Now let's dive into how to use this strategy. Okay, good. Now this is my chart, guys. There's something I have not changed. Sorry, there's something I've not changed. I'm seeing an extra line, so let me just confirm that. Oh, so sorry, this is the next thing I'm going to change also on our Ishimoku, guys. So you come back to Ishimoku. Okay, come back to Ishimoku. That's a mistake there. Then you change this color, the green color. So I just wanted to see only the up Kumo and down Kumo or something. I don't know how to pronounce that. So now you change this green to your background color too. So only this up Kumo and down Kumo, that's the lines that we want to see on our main chart. That is the Ichimoku. Okay, so once you are done, we go back to our chart now. So we no longer have that green line. We only have this purple and something is orange color right there, or something, or brown. Okay, so that's exactly what we have right now. Okay, so how do we use this strategy? It's very simple, guys. You don't need to be a price action trader for you to trade this strategy. Okay, now all you need to do first is to check your window 1. Okay, which is here. This is window 1, guys. Okay, the one down. Okay, what you are going to be observing is that you want to see when all our lines, okay, we have the blue, we have the red, and we also have the orange. Okay, that should be orange color or something, I don't really know. So you have all these lines down. Okay, so all you want to check is you want to see when all of them are above level 70. Okay, they should be above level 70 or at level 70, like what happened here. Okay, I just want to start with this one. You can see here all of them are above level 70 right there. So once you see them above level 70, also here, when this chart, okay, we are looking at level 70 now. Okay, so also when it's below level 30, like this one right here, that's exactly what we are going to be looking at, above level 70 and below level 30. Okay, so when it's above level 70, we are going to be looking at selling the maybe boom or crash, any one that you are using. Okay, so once above level 70 like this, we are going to be looking at selling opportunity. Okay, so the main chart is going to give us our entry point, but the window 1 is showing us where we are going to start looking for opportunities to enter the trade, while our main chart, which is this chart right here, is going to be giving us the exact point that we'll be entering this trade. Okay, that's how simple this strategy is. So you have your the indicator that gives you signal, and you have another one that's actually confirm the entry point. Okay, so that's exactly how this indicator work, this strategy works. Okay, so you can, if you look down here, you still see this. Okay, so remember these charts have played out. So I'm going to be using backtesting for this. Okay, because I've already checked out here, and I don't have any opportunity right here. Okay, because if you look at this indicator setup right now, they are scattered. So the price is actually ranging at this moment, so we don't have any trade. Okay, you know how I do it. I always like to take trade live. Okay, but right now the price is actually ranging, so I can't enter this trade. Okay, I can't enter this trade, but I want to share with you how you can actually use this strategy, guys. Okay, so if you look here, let's just start from here. This one is not actually the kind of best signal, but we can still take this trade. You can see right here the three indicators actually are at level 90. Okay, right there you can see all of them at level 90. Sorry, you can see all of them at level 90 right there. So I needed to point out this. So the red one is not completely there, but you can see it have entered. Okay, it's already entered. So at this point, that's when you have seen a signal to take a trade. Okay, but for me, if you are a beginner or you have a small account, you have to avoid this type. Okay, you want to look for perfect one, but remember there's no perfect market condition. Okay, all we need to do is to manage our risk well. Okay, so if you don't have a lot of money in your account, you can actually skip this type that is not actually that clear. Okay, if they're not that clear, you skip the signal. Okay, so now when you have this, all you need to do is to look up at our window, our main chart. Okay, right here you are going to see a cross. When the price crosses, remember before now the price should be up above this our indicator. Okay, the price should be up above our indicators. Okay, once the price crosses, if you look right here, we have our indicators here. Okay, now, and the price is above the indicator, but at this point the price crosses our indicator to the downside. So at that cross is your entry. Remember that the first thing is to make sure that our window one, all the indicators should be at over bot region, which is above level 70 or at level 70, which happened here. Okay, so the next thing we are going to be doing is to wait for this cross to happen, which is this cross right here. So once it happens, we enter our trade. Okay, once it happens, we enter our trade. Okay, we are going to be holding for a very long time. We are not just going to be staying 2 minutes or 5 minutes. This, you can hold this trade for up to maybe 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, depending on how long you want to stay or your risk management. Okay, risk reward ratio. Okay, so now you might be using 1:2, 1:3, 1:4, 5, depending on your own trading plan. Okay, but the important thing is that once you see it at level 70, that is over our bot region, you wait for a cross, which happened right here. You take this trade to the downside. You can see how the price drops to the downside. Okay, after this, but remember I said this is not actually very clear, but you can still take this. So let's keep going back. Now look at this one right here. You know, when the price, look at this position, at this point all of them are there. Okay, you can see all the lines are at over bot region, which is level 70. Okay, so once you see that at level 70, all you need to do is to wait for this crossing that happened here. Okay, so once the price crosses to this level, you are going to enter your trade. Okay, you are going to enter your trade. So where are you setting your stop loss? You are going to set your stop loss above this our indicator line. Okay, you can see our indicator right here. All these things are this indicator. Okay, so you are going to set your stop loss above this indicator, so that once the price break to the upward direction and break our indicators to the upward direction, we are going to be closing. Okay, now that's where your stop loss should be, above that indicator line, and you make your entry at this zone. Okay, then you keep riding this trade to the downside. Okay, remember your stop loss is still up, so you can hold this trade as long as you want. Okay, you can hold this trade as long as you want. Just make sure that you are following your trading plan. Okay, that is your risk reward. The risk reward you have been using for yourself, it could be 1:2, 1:3. So from there, if this is our stop loss, okay, and this is our entry, okay, after a cross, that means your 1:2, let's say you are using 1:2, here should be your, around here should be your TP level. Okay, because this is up to 1:2. Okay, if you are using 1:3, here should be your TP. 1:4 down here should be your TP. 1:5 down here. I'm just trying to measure it just randomly this way. 1:5 down here. So you can make up to 1:5 risk reward just for one entry. Okay, that means if you are risking like $50 on this trade, you can make times 5, okay, which is about $250 just on this trade for just risking $50. Why I love this strategy is that it have a good risk reward ratio. Okay, a kind of the strategy is so flexible that you can increase your reward, okay, as you are minimizing your risk. That's the important thing about trading, that you need to maximize your profit and minimize your losses. Okay, so that is exactly how to take this trade. So let me do away with these lines. That is another point right here. So if you look, let's keep going. I think we need to check out some buying signal. So at this zone, you can see there's this is not just a kind of clear one right here, but you can still take it. The lines are there, but the blue is not actually completely there. Okay, but you can still take this trade, okay, to catch some spikes, okay, to catch some spikes. So this zone, you can actually start catching spike from this long spike that happened here. Okay, so the spike actually break that our indicator, but I always love to see a small spike that breaks that line, okay, so that you will make sure that you know your entry point. You should not be entering your trade very far from the cross. Okay, if you look at that spike, you know, if you are entering this trade now, this is the point you're supposed to enter the trade from here. Okay, from this zone, that's where you should be entering that trade. So I wouldn't like to take this kind of trade. Instead, I will look for a small spike, which is the second spike after this one. The second spike that crosses was this particular spike right here. Okay, and you see that the crossing is still very close to our indicator line. So this is the perfect point for me to take this trade at this zone. Okay, I'm going to be buying here instead of buying with this long spike, because when a long spike comes, we're expecting that there will be at least 50% pullback before the next one. Okay, because the spike is very long. But if it's a small spike, you are likely going to be having more spikes immediately. Okay, so that's exactly the reason why I'm not going to be entering with this first long signal. Okay, I'll be entering with the second spike, which is very small. Okay, so that's exactly how to take this trade. You see, we had another entry right here. Okay, you can see the price above here. Okay, all of them, both our red, blue, and the, I don't know whether this is yellow or orange. Okay, so now you have those lines there. Okay, so all you need to do is to wait for a cross. You want to wait for a cross, and once you see a cross, okay, you are going to be entering your trade, then set your stop loss, okay, above. Now the first cross we observe after this, you can see that here all of them are there, so you are just looking for an entry point. Okay, so at this zone you make your entry at this zone after that cross. Now look at why I say that this strategy is one of the best. So for the fact you enter this strategy, that is, you are selling like boom or buying crash, it doesn't mean that when you enter a sell, spike should not come. Okay, spike can still come, but the important thing is that you allow your trade to run. Not when a spike come and put you in small losses, you are closing your trade. No, you have to wait patiently, because you are still going to end up making a lot of money. Now remember what I said about the stop loss. Once you enter your trade, your stop loss should be above this your indicators. Okay, so once you enter, you just set your stop loss above here. Okay, that's where your stop loss should be, above here. So now if I pick a line to drop, you can see from here, if you set your stop loss too tight this way, this particular spike is going to trigger your stop loss. You see what happened there? So this is a lesson for us. Whenever you are setting your stop loss, don't just keep it so close to that line. Instead, you use, if you have any swing high right there, you use the current swing high, which is this swing high that you are seeing here. This is the point you should set your stop loss, because you have that current swing high there. So you shouldn't be setting your stop loss too tight to that indicator. But if you have your stop loss, if you have your swing high close to that point, price action, we override the indicator, because you have to follow price action. You have to set it up here, okay? You have to set it up there. So instead of just setting it here and your stop loss being triggered and the price will just move massively to the downside, you see the movement you could have missed, you try and make sure that you give your price room to breathe, okay? So you can see after that the price dropped massively to the downside, okay? Massively to the downside. You can see that movement to the downside. So you just have to be patient and follow this strategy. Now if you look here, downside, after this taking this trade, if you look here, we had our indicator below this level from here, but this is not a clear one. So this is where we have the clear signal to take this trade, okay? So now after this, you had our breakout right here. After the breakout with a spike, you see the spike is not that far, so your entry point should have been somewhere here, okay, at the close of that spike. Then your stop loss should be below here, okay, or you use the previous swing low, which is at this zone, this low right there, okay? That's the point you could have set your stop loss, or the indicator below the indicator. So if your stop loss is there, so I will just pick this line, drag it down to either this is your stop loss level or the swing low here, okay, any of them. So now because the price is far, okay, because of the spike, we might use this indicator as our stop loss, because the price, our entry point is a bit far, so we don't want to expose ourselves to a lot of risk, okay? This is your entry point. So now look at what will happen once you enter. If you are catching spike, most time when you are catching spike, you will always notice this: the price will tend to pull back. Some of you will be afraid and you close your trade. No, this is not just, you know, picking candlesticks or picking spikes. You just have to wait for your trade to make you some money, and the profit is always massive. So the price will drop a bit from that level, the price will drop down to this point, okay? If you are patient enough, you will not close your trade because you have your stop loss. Your account is protected already. You allow the trade to go in your favor, okay? Now once you see that after that retracement or pullback, you had this spike to the upside and you make your money, okay? As simple as that, okay? So now look at another point of entry here. The price is above, you wait for the entry signal, which is this cross. So once the cross happen, you enter your trade at that zone, and you can see you write the profit down to this level, okay? So it keep happening, guys. Look at another point here. You have the indicators at level below level 30, which is our oversold region. Then you wait for a cross, which is our entry point. After the signal, then you enter your trade. Your stop loss should be here. Your TP, any amount, maybe 1:1, 1:2, 1:3, 1:4, okay? So that's exactly how to take this trade, guys. That's how to write this trade. So that's that for this particular strategy. Hope you enjoy this. Please like this video. So guys, please, if you love this particular strategy, please like this video, like and share so that others will also see this channel, all right, and follow this channel. If you are new to my channel and you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe, okay? Subscribe, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoy this. Bye for now, guys.